Welcome back to Yamcha Sessions, guys. Just the three of us today.
Yeah.
Today we're going to be discussing Striking Vipers, the first episode of season 5.
Season 5.
Season 5 of is a Netflix special. So if you guys don't have Netflix, suppose you could pass on this, or you stay in and
Or
tune
you
in.
can just go and try the 1 month membership and cancel it.
I think it's 1 week.
1 month.
It's a 1 month, to be clear, it's about Black Mirror.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's about Black Mirror.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Which 1 month I watched it, then I canceled my membership. Heck man. Anyways,
You don't have Netflix now?
Yeah, I don't have.
Damn.
You downloaded it just for Striking Vipers?
Yes.
Commendable. I respect it.
Wow. That's quite intense. Anyway, I don't know what we're going to discuss. I suppose we have to break down the synopsis of what Striking Vipers is, so
And
that people
maybe we
understand.
can relate what happened there to current situation in our life.
No, I think context is very important. So in case people like hear about this Netflix episode and then they feel like you're not gonna watch this shit, so at least we tell them.
Sure.
Right. So I'm gonna lay it down.
But wait, you haven't introduced yourself.
Oh yeah, fuck. My name is John. I do events and I'm also doing YouTube part time. The link is in the description below.
My name is Poige and I'm working as an MC. Link is in the description below.
Is it really?
Huh?
Is it really in the link?
I think so.
It's his
My
Instagram.
Instagram lah.
Oh,
It's one part of
okay.
one way or another lah.
Yes, that's fair. I'm Andrew. I do e-commerce. Link is also down below.
Alright. Okay. So today we're going to discuss Striking Vipers. I suppose I'm going to cover it first. The episode of Black Mirror season 5, episode 1, which is basically this man who was playing this video game. It's kind of like a Street Fighter game in the beginning. And then he plays it with his friend, but then he eventually grows older into a more mature and serious man. And then after to which his friend asks him to play, I think the 10th version, it was a Striking Vipers X or some shit like that, which I'm assuming is the 10th. And then they play and then they kind of make out in the game and then they kind of have sex in the game, and then there's this whole confusion between what is cheating in a relationship, because what happens if you cheat in a game and you're sleeping with a character in the game and you feel the real things that you feel when you're really having sex.
Yes. To be also clear, the friend that he's playing this video game with is also male.
Oh yeah, which is
Right.
really confusing in terms of the whole
Yes.
gay.
So I am playing a video game with my best friend. It's as if I am the character that I'm playing. I have sex with
Whoa, this is
that best friend. Virtually, I am male, and virtually my male best friend is female.
yeah.
So the question then becomes, is it gay?
And is it cheating?
Yes. Is it gay and is it cheating?
It's like a double discussion. if you think
Right.
about
So
it.
it's essentially these two questions. We understand this whole we understand being gay to be both emotionally and physically attracted to the same sex.
Yep.
But in this hypothetical scenario, you are separating the mind from the body. So I am having sex with a female who I know is mentally male. So is it gay? And at the same time, I'm cheating on my wife, but on a video game. So is it cheating? So those are the questions.
It's deep. It's deep.
All I have to say, that girl's hot, man.
Let's bring it to something that's more relatable in a sense. Like, what do you think? Do you think cheating is cheating if you are flirting with someone on social media, like on a chat? Like you're sexting someone. No pictures, just texting. But like,
I think so. Right?
I'm gonna tell you straight up lah. I think it's cheating lah.
I'm going to say yes.
I'm gonna say yes also, because I think you cheat in the trust section.
Yeah.
Sure.
In the yeah.
Yes, you're not supposed to technically
Like,
have. Oh man, actually.
I don't know, man, but if you think about it, right, if your girlfriend find out you fucked up, so I think that's cheating lah.
And vice versa lah, right? If you found out a girl was sexting a guy.
Yes. Yes. I'll be mad as well.
Right, so I guess it's kind of cheating, but I think you feel cheated because you're supposed to have one and only, right, for all these intimate things.
But this one is in a video game. That is not.
But there's chat. They're chatting with each other. It's just a voice
Okay,
change.
okay. So hypothetically, right? if sexting is not cheating, cheating is only defined as having sex with someone who is not your lifelong companion. Is it cheating if you have sex on a video game?
Yeah, that's why.
So if cheating is defined as having sex with someone else, but you have sex with someone else on a video game, is it cheating?
100 years from now, this podcast will be very trending.
Yeah, straight up.
Alright. 100 years.
This is talking to you, 100-year-old.
Yes.
Dear guy in 2119.
Once we get that shit, that's where you know. I mean, like,
I think for now we think it's cheating. But I got a feeling in the future people will be more open to it.
fuck!
But do you know why? I also feel it's because people's attention spans get very short nowadays. Like before this, you wouldn't think that looking at something for so long, you would ignore a lot of things. For example, if you go, we have Pokemon Go community day, right? Not a lot of people talk to each other. We're looking at the phones most of the time. But we're hanging out.
Yeah.
So it kind of blurs that whole,
Sure.
we're going out, we're having
We
fun.
talk about John. Oh no!
That's 3 pointers. You either go, it's shiny, or you not shiny. That's the number 2.
Oh, John shiny! What the fuck?
Yeah, or number 3, no more Pokeball. Right?
Happened to me.
Yeah. So I think we blur that line because in the end the technology kind of makes it as if like we're an android. That thing is part of us.
Oh.
So similar to games and all that, right? It kind of becomes a part of us, and then we just slowly find it more acceptable. So I think for now you think sexting and shit is cheating.
But then again, you see, if you're in a video game,
Mhm.
your brain feel what you are feeling in the game.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dude, you feel horny, right? Wait, why? Then why you sexting a girl? I'm just saying lah. It's the same shit, right?
No, this is more feelings, I guess.
I think in the future, I understand your point for sure. I think in the future, you have to ask yourself why human beings almost inherently want a monogamous relationship. Like, I want this person exclusively for me.
Not all, but most.
Yes, most people do believe in that, right? If you ask yourself that question, I think that answer will be true 100 years from now. Most people will always want to have this inherent lifelong partner with, because it's a fear of, I don't want to die alone, or it could be a whole slew of other reasons.
Or you have to just genuinely love them.
Sure, but I think that those answers that I don't have will hold true even 100 years from
You think so?
Yes.
I don't know about that.
I think, like, if you're talking about like 100 years, if you look back like thousands of years, people have always, like, there've always been a huge population of people who wanted this lifelong partner thing.
Not really. You think about it, last time it was king fuck all the type of girls, or like.
But that's an outlier.
He's king, bro.
That's
No, but like
Now
men,
the king
men of
don't be-
power have, like, let's say like Muslim men.
I'm talking about most like
But they had mistresses, all that also, you know.
I mean, sure,
That's a choice.
sure.
That's a choice.
That's a choice, but like there is this desire that I want to spend my life with this person so that I don't die alone. Maybe.
For me, if you're gonna ask me why, it's probably that. I think I kind of want to know that I'm not fucking someone that's fucking somebody else because of STDs also.
Sure, which you are safe from in the situation of striking vipers.
Yeah, but like I think 100 years from now, I think culturally things could change vastly also, because we've never touched this whole sexual topic in a whole socially acceptable thing. Like it's always been like you said, either monogamous or like the kings have their way with 100 women or whatever, and then it's always like standardized where it's always physical. You see,
Right.
It's when now we can play with our synapses and shit to make us feel what it really could feel like if you were touching something else or whatever, right? In the game, or like getting spat, like shocked also lah, right? So I think when you touch that, it's not exactly getting the STDs and all that already. I think you could be right in the sense that it's an emotional tie you don't want to break.
Yeah.
It's like, oh dude, if I do that,
Right.
it's loosening the other tie with the partner I've strengthened for so long for this one-off thing. But as you can see at the end of the show, like they became accepting of it, you know.
Yeah.
And it's an open thing because you know Carl, the best friend, he was saying like, oh my god, Ivan was like a polar bear fucking like women, and I was a man, I was a man fucking another man, and vice versa lah, whatever. Like, was choosing different characters in the game to fuck each other lah, right? And he still didn't feel the same way, so it could hold true to that whole like
emotional.
because he was his friend, you know. So I think in the future you might be more acceptable of these things.
Maybe. But also the ending of Black Mirror. I mean, of that episode, right? It was
fucking mind blowing, man.
I mean, it was chosen by the producers, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily mean that
it's going to be standardized for all.
Exactly.
But I think it could be though,
It could be, yeah.
because a lot of people, like if you look at Japan right now, a lot of people are like marrying video game characters and shit.
Right, yeah. So
And that's because they feel as if like real relationships are a waste of fucking time, and then people get angry. You can't even decide where you're gonna go for lunch and stuff like that, lah, right? So why go through all this crap when you can be more open to it? If you just look at his perspective, right? That the what's his name? I forgot. Falcon's name. Anthony Mackie. But I don't know what's his character's name in the game. So if you look at his perspective, he's like, I'm not cheating, right? I'm not even emotionally cheating. I'm just like with my best friend. But like this apparent activity in the game makes it so fucking good, right? Whereas the wife, actually, you don't even know whether the wife is actually fucking that guy as well. Maybe she just likes the thrill of being hit on as well.
Sure.
That's what she said,
Right.
That's what she
Because
said.
at the ending, the wife
They removed the ring, bro.
the wife is sitting in that same bar, and she sees a different
dude.
guy, right? But and that same situation plays out, but you don't know where she's leading
Yeah,
to.
but I think they do fuck.
You think so?
But I think it's like the point is to leave it open ended so that you can
You
talk
can leave it
about
up.
things.
Yeah.
You know, in all honesty, I was very excited to see them actually fighting.
Because you thought they
No,
would have
you know
sex.
the starting part of the video, they were like,
right.
I thought they were really gonna fight.
They did in the beginning.
No, just a big punch and then there we go, kiss.
You know, I did not expect that twist.
I did not see that shit too, but the ties was amazing. But damn,
You know, when they were rolling, I was like, whoa.
Yeah, then you could sense it, right? Then you're like,
Yes,
oh, shit, it's
yes.
a bit uncomfortable. And then like when she was on top of him, you were like,
done.
and then they kissed and you're like, no, my brain.
Yeah, bro, that part was like
Yeah, so actually very, very well executed.
it was too much for the brain to.
But it felt normal.
It
It
felt-
felt like not normal, organic.
Yes, it felt organic, correct.
But
The,
weird organic.
the transition was very
No, the
human.
Yeah, it's because you can tell that that's not something would happen in a video game, bro. Like if you watch a video game, you wouldn't imagine a video game to have all these extra movements. Normally, video game also
Very standard, but
it's like he does a repeat. Even when he wins, he's like, oh yeah, I told you I could beat that. I think it's a standard movement. But this one is like it's so fluid and shit.
yeah, it's insane.
Aiyo.
So do you guys think that Anthony Mackie, the main character, do you think he is gay?
No, because
No.
in the end, he's like, just kiss me, man. And they kissed, and then no feeling. You feel anything? Nothing, man.
Okay, right. So I mean, like, I think a lot of people would agree that Anthony Mackie isn't gay because he has a wife, he has a kid, he has sex with Roxette. The only reason to believe he is gay is that he is emotionally like in love with his male best friend. That's the only reason why you would think Anthony Mackie is gay.
Not even so, I think.
I think he just fucked for the thrill of it.
Sure, which is very understandable. The real question is whether you think Carl is gay.
No,
You don't think he's gay?
I don't think he's gay. Do you know why?
Because was dating a hot model, is it?
No. I can give you an explanation why as to maybe, and I think I'm right lah.
Why?
Okay, not in a pretentious way, but I just think so. But if you think about it, right, there's always the mind and the body. People usually believe that there are two things. Like your mind controls your body, and your body has certain limits that your mind allows you to do so. Correct. Correct.
That it really depends on like what you believe you are.
Okay.
There are a lot of different trains of thought when people think about what you are.
Yeah,
Some people believe what you mentioned.
But sometimes we believe there's a soul, right? Like a spiritual being that it's like somehow it's your
So-
personality or consciousness.
I mean, some people believe there is a soul. Some people believe that they are their brain. Some people believe that they are their body physically.
For sure. I am one of the people that believe that there's more than mind and body. I feel there's something else,
Okay.
right? So I'm gonna go back to Carl, right? And I think Carl, right, is a person that has a man's mind, a man's body, but somehow when you are in a whole virtual reality game, and you already have a woman's body, and you still have your mind,
Yes.
but your soul is somehow like more in tune with a female's body. You are still a normal guy. You still have a mind of a guy,
Okay.
but your soul is more in tune with the female body. Hence, the sex with her and Carl, and Anthony Mackie was amazing because he was more in tune with the body, and that's why he said he cannot have sex with any other character also. And he tried being Roxette, he tried being Lance as well, but when it's just him as Roxette, it's like the perfect thing for Anthony Mackie's soul and Lance.
That's very interesting, but I mean,
that's why I don't think he's gay.
He's playing a VR game,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So you're saying that his soul was brought into the game along with him.
Oh, for sure. The consciousness, to be exact.
Okay, so it's his consciousness that gels well with the
Yeah,
body of that person.
Because if you think about it, right, you control your body, right? Like I don't do like that, I do like that, correct or not? And what's doing that? It's your mind where the electricity then you pop like that, right?
Sure.
So what happens when you go inside the whole VR game is where the whole thing makes you feel like, remember how at the beginning it says, oh, when you punch you get real punch, you feel it but you don't get hurt. So the soul is really in tune with that whole being, because everything, like what you see is you're in the game. What you touch in the game is what you touch, which is what your mind is feeling and all that shit, right?
That's
so
good.
he's in tune with the Roxette body lah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I think he secretly is gay.
Simply because he's fucking a man lah.
No, because I think he really loved his best friend.
There is an explanation in the show as well where he asks what's it like being a girl getting fucked.
Sure.
He's like orchestra.
Yeah,
Yes,
he was
it's
like
like
wow.
orchestra.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And that's before he started fucking different people. So when he
Yes.
starts fucking other people, it's not in tune anymore. So I think it's also, apart from the whole, are you gay? Or apart from the whole is virtual reality and all the other two hot topics, I think the third topic to discuss upon is kind of like, are two human souls actually meant to have a great connection?
Wow, damn.
Because you could be a girl and then be more connected to someone else. You know, you see how I'm following?
I-
We going to Interstellar type of.
Almost.
I understand what you're saying, but before we jump into the third question, I am with the opinion that Carl is, at the very least, bisexual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the very
At
least.
the very least. I'm more inclined to say he's likely gay. But
Is it?
Yes.
No, I think he's not gay, but I think it's in that moment he knew he was gay.
Well, fucking Anthony Mackie.
Yes.
Falcon.
All the while he cheated, but then something.
No, I think
thing
you're
now.
right. I think he could be bi.
He could be bi. Yeah.
But I think this is
Sure.
the option of choosing man or woman now, you know?
Wow, you bro, I hate it.
Yeah, this is a lot, man.
Because you know, being bisexual today is saying I'm
Sure.
only a male, but I like to fuck guys and I like to fuck girls. But I'm a male body only.
Yeah.
But this is, I'm bi and I can be both. I can be a black guy and I can be an
Yes.
Asian girl.
Which should actually, by right, have its own term.
Yeah.
Because being bisexual is with the assumption that I cannot change my sex.
Yeah, my gender is tetap.
Yes, it's always fixed, and the only manipulated variable is who I sleep with.
Yeah, but this one is you
Yeah,
are manipulating.
so there should be like a new term for if I got to determine who I was.
Yeah. Anytime.
Bye bye.
Yeah. Which really opens up a lot of permutations. Like if I decide that I can switch, but I still stick to the same sex that I'm interested in originally, that should be one term. But if I could decide to switch, but I choose to go the other route,
You know what you're saying?
I know, but I cannot believe
Like
this.
I'm a guy right now, right? Okay? In real life I fuck a guy, right?
Yeah.
In real life I can fuck a girl, so I'm bisexual. But if I'm in the computer game also, or I can let's say switch I can even switch my consciousness, go to another female Jonathan, right? Like
would I fuck a girl or a guy?
yeah,
And those two should be
both
different
also.
terms.
Yeah. Because technically my mind's a guy, you know?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm trying to say. I don't think he's completely gay at the
I
same
think he's
time.
bi. He's bi.
But now that you bring up the bi thing, probably. But that new term of bi, I mean by bi.
Yeah, the new bi. The new bi is what Carl is. He is the new bi.
But you see, I think in the past, like let's say you go back into 1900s, 1885, that type of shit. Right?
Sure.
I think being gay also at the time was like very like holy
You've gone,
fuck.
bro.
What the fuck is this that type of
Even
shit?
until today, there was like a whole news about a politician having a sex scandal.
Yes,
right?
yes.
Yeah, so even until today.
Have you guys seen what's that called? Not deep throat.
Deep water.
Interesting.
Deep water horizon. Deep water horizon.
No, it's where they change the
Wow.
face. Change the face.
Yes, man in black. Change the face.
Yeah.
Captain Marvel.
No, can you pass me your phone? Can I make a quick research? It's where like they could VR replace the face with something else,
Oh shit.
and then it's literally like you can't even tell the difference.
What one type? Deep.
No, don't put anything other than deep. What I want to find. Face change. So, hold on. Like deep fake.
Fuck's that?
Deep fake.
Can you see?
Yeah, have you guys seen deep fake?
No.
Okay, so I was watching this video on YouTube about this comedian, and he was trying to imitate Arnold Schwarzenegger. So he's like, oh, I'll get to the chopper and shit like that, right? Dude, this guy is so fucking pro, right? The editor, he edit Arnold Schwarzenegger's face on this guy, and you can't even tell the difference. You're like,
Wow.
is this Arnold? Is this Bill? Is this Arnold? Bill? I'll show you all later. It's fucking mind blowing, lah.
And this ties back to.
And yeah, to this whole like politician being gay and Mahathir was like, no, it's fucking technology. And everybody was like, no lah, tak mungkin lah ni.
Okay.
But bro, I'm telling you, it's so fucking doable. After I saw that, right, it's mad. And there's this, Joe Rogan, he's got 1,300 podcasts online now, right? Dude, this machine thing can actually, because he said so many words, like 3-hour podcast.
You can make him say an entirely new speech.
Yeah, dude.
What?
They did a podcast of him interviewing himself, dude.
Oh my.
It's like Joe Rogan interviews Joe Rogan. I was like,
That's intense.
yeah, it's insane. So to go back to this whole, I mean, I know we're
Yeah.
going very off tangent, but like it's totally doable lah. And this whole sex thing, I don't know, like this whole you could be bi and all that shit, and then they can frame you up. But to go back to the whole 1800s thing, I think last time you would think things are so fucking impossible, right? That I don't think a male could ever sleep with a male, or
Sure.
like a female could put a cucumber inside a vagina and shit.
Sure.
Right? And then in year 2019, people are putting like whiskey glasses in their assholes.
Which I've also seen. Yes.
Yeah, you know?
It's a real thing.
It's like, holy shit, what kind of porn you all watch? I saw it in high school, so I was like, dude, this fucked up. So what's to say another 100 years what could happen, right?
Yeah.
Especially technology,
What
how
could
it double.
happen?
Yeah.
Your face could.
Technology doubles in speed all the time. And like the development of technology escalates so fast that you don't know what sexual orientation could be at this point. Fuck, you think we know
which
lah.
is so exciting. Like, come on, like, right? Like, there's so many things that we haven't even conceived. Like, we can't even imagine it right now. That could happen in the next 50 years. You don't even know.
Yeah, fuck 50 years lah. 10 years also you sure fucking scared lah, okay? Dude, I'm terrified. I don't know about excitement.
For me, man.
I'm terrified. Because if you think, you don't know what are the new laws that could come up that could affect things like that.
True.
Right? Like, this is just one element we're talking about, where we're talking about how you prefer to have sex with the character online and shit like that. You know, or you prefer to have sex with your friend that is on Xbox Live or some
Next
shit.
time we all live in a virtual reality.
That's exactly what
And
I'm
then
thinking.
we become the Matrix.
Yeah, what's to say
So
this is
real.
not the Matrix now?
Yeah, dude. This could very well be the Matrix, dude. That is an actual fear that I have.
Is it?
Yeah.
You know when I get high last time? That's the
Yeah.
real fear I have also.
It's scary, man. Like, you don't
Okay,
even know.
you're not in the
you
Matrix.
don't know.
Okay, you know why you think that hurts and that's okay? That's because your brain is telling you that hurts. But if that part of your brain dies, there's no feeling. You know when you get an injection to take your teeth and you bite your lip,
I died.
there's nothing, there's no feeling.
What the fuck you mean no feeling?
You got an anesthesia before, no? They do injection. An injection where you don't feel any part of that.
Yeah, bro. I was in a few accidents.
Right?
Yeah.
So to answer your question, it's because all your nerves there are on pause. So in your brain, when you touch yourself, when you whack at yourself earlier, and you say,
Oh,
no,
yes,
this is not the
okay.
Matrix, they could pause that part also.
Damn, bro. I hope I don't be in the Matrix.
You know what? If you look at,
I don't want Agent Smith to come and kill me.
you don't need to look so far. You look at PlayStation.
Yes.
Okay, look at PlayStation 1. How shite that graphics was.
Fuck it. I love it.
It was great at the time. Then
Yeah.
PlayStation 2 was like, dude, this is
Man.
incredible.
Yeah.
Then PlayStation 3 came around, you're like, it's a bit better. And then PlayStation 4 comes around, you like look at God of War on PS4 Pro and you're like, whoa, this is real, man. And then they have all these like real actors where they do the facial mapping, and then you're like, fuck, this is damn fucking real. Imagine PS7 or some shit, or PS8.
It's an actual people.
Yeah. There's actually a very plausible theory as to why we are actually living in a simulation. Like,
Are we?
yeah. So the theory goes that most people would like logically, right, would believe that there is another there is the existence of other beings outside of Earth, right? The universe is fucking massive.
It's so
in
big.
all likelihood, there is. So with that assumption, right, these beings are likely to be more advanced than we are, right? It would be naive. It would be naive to say that we are the smartest of
Some
them all.
people just can't even
Okay.
think.
It could be, but it's
Yeah,
unlikely.
it could be, but it's very unlikely. So with the assumption that there are beings out there and they are significantly smarter than we are, they
Could be controlling.
a plausible theory is that they could create civilizations, accelerate their evolution to see where they will lead up to. To see that if they get extinct with this, oh fuck, okay, now we gotta prepare for that disease. We gotta prepare for Ebola.
Oh my god, and we are just
We
one
gotta
of them.
prepare for H1N1. We gotta prepare for all this.
We are
Right?
just one of the tests.
Yeah, and we are one of those tests.
Holy fuck, I never even thought about that.
Yeah, it's fucking bonkers. That's what it is. Yeah.
We are just a test.
So they can create like 6 trillion civilizations, and you accelerate all of your evolutions. Now let's see what kind of diseases will spark, and then we will know what to cure ahead of time. Man,
Where did you read it?
it's a theory. I think it was actually from Elon Musk, if I'm not mistaken.
I was watching
it's
an
from
Elon Musk interview as well, and he was saying how, because of the whole graphics thing, how we keep improving graphics, that in the end we all will just watch the game, and then we all like, oh fuck, because life is so fucking modern already, everything is so convenient, and you know, as a human being, let's say you go to the gym, you feel pain, right, when you lift weights, that's damn heavy, you're like, wow, but you feel fucking good after that, right?
I love it, bro.
But what happens in the future? I told you, hey, boy, you just go inside the machine, you come out with a six-pack already. You're like, wow, then,
Wait, I don't know, John. I already called.
no lah, okay, like, what, let's say you want extra bigger calves.
Hits the spot.
Brad, would you go inside the machine?
I will go twice.
So let's say in the future it's so easy, everybody has the perfect body already, right? Everybody has the best sex already. So when everybody has the best already, it's the same. Then you feel
What
like
would be better?
what is nice already. So you just go inside VR and you relive a life lah. And then you wake up and then you're born and you relive a life.
This sci-fi shit is insane, bro.
It's too much.
That is the thing I'm totally feared.
It's too much.
And then in that VR, right, you become old, right? Okay? And then after that, in that life, you're like, actually, it's too good really lah. Just restart the game lah, and then you just reborn lah.
This is too much for the simple mind to handle.
But yeah, I mean, like, to tie it all back to like striking vipers.
Technology brings you far and makes you question shit because it blurs
Yeah, I think like it's such an eye-opening movie almost.
Yeah.
It's not like, I don't know if it's a movie, whatever you
It's an
want to call
extended
it.
episode lah.
Yeah,
It's an
yeah.
extended episode.
It's
But
so eye-opening. You should just give it some
Yeah.
thought when you're watching it.
Yes.
It,
wait.
yeah.
I have one question. You know, if you continue watching, right, there was one episode. This guy, who's the one who created the eclipse. He was in the event. You know, he was like the Star Trek thingy. That okay, he couldn't get out in the game. Means he's dead.
Oh, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
Wait, what?
You know what I'm saying,
Are
right?
you talking about the Black Mirror episode where it's like they are in this Star Trek situation?
Yes.
And he takes the consciousness of a girl and then all
Yeah, but the last part,
my
right,
brother one lah.
the last part, the system like deleted him at the old version and went to the current version. So the system didn't listen to him, so he couldn't exit game.
Wait, are we talking
Yeah,
about
I'm not entirely
different
sure I'm following now.
Never mind, we'll go into this next time. So back to you guys. I'm just mind dead right now. Like this kind of information, a simple mind can't handle. Just an Indian man.
I don't know man, I really think about this a lot man.
Yeah,
I don't-
It's a lot.
And there's a reason why I don't.
No, honestly, I respect it. It gives me a lot of stress.
There you go. I don't need this kind of shit in my life. You know?
I mean, that's why I run lah, so I can be so tired and just
That's why
KO
I
at night.
But
Yeah.
so
I highly recommend you watch Black Mirror season
Yes.
5, episode 1, Striking Vipers.
Season 4, episode 4 also is pretty good.
Yeah, that's Hang the DJ, completely separate, also very good episode.
Yeah.
But yeah, just like, you know, like on the surface of Striking Vipers, you obviously question, is he gay or is it cheating? But it's actually so much more than that. Like, it's a lot. So if you just give it some thought, read up about the analysis, it'll teach you a lot about
There
that.
are a lot of actually like essays on it as well, like video essays. But
what the producers are brilliant.
no,
We were
no,
talking
I'm saying the
about-
producers are not as great as you think.
Yeah, I mean, because 1 out of 3. Like, the other 2 episodes of season 5, trash. Don't even waste your time.
Which one?
Episode...
The phone call?
Ah.
I mean, no,
The phone call one, and then the doll,
What doll?
the doll one, the doll that go and Miley Cyrus one.
Oh, that's some bullshit crap
Bullshit
too.
as well,
bro.
Oh no, I like I just like the part where Cyrus came.
Watch all the seasons before though. Those are
Not all
pretty
also
good.
lah.
Yeah,
Not
but
also.
most of them, I think
You know what I feel every time I watch a Black Mirror episode? I feel such like excitement in the beginning because they give you hope that technology could be so amazing, and then they show you this fucked up part of the technology, and you're like, oh god, this is
Yeah.
turned sour real fast.
know.
And then there's no happy ending, dude, and you're like, what the fuck? I'm here to de-stress world. And then
I think that's the beauty of it. I think that's 100% why I enjoy what I fucking love Black Mirror.
Sometimes I just had to off it and just take a break from that when I'm actually taking a break by watching it. You know?
Yeah,
I don't want to take
yeah.
a break from taking a break. You know, like whoa.
I think you all should watch Hardball. Hardball got me before.
That's totally going to be a
You're
separate
gonna watch that
conversation.
later. You watch that later.
Okay, I'll watch it later. Right.
But yeah, let us know what you think
Yeah.
if you ever watched it. You know, is he gay? Is it cheating? Anything,
bye-bye?
Anything beyond that? Is he new bi? We're gonna coin that term.
Oh, new buy.
Yes,
he's
new
new
bi.
buy.
yeah.
It's new bi. But yeah, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Don't stress. You know, if we're all simulations, we're all simulations. You have to accept that fact.
You know, if you think about it, you know LGBT is now like LGBT.
It's
NBT.
It's LGBTQ already, right? So it could be LGBTQ NB.
NB. Wow.
But yeah,
Oh, later you all fucking
follow us on
letters.
Instagram too. Yeah. So
I just cannot, guys.
it's a lot, man. It's a lot.
Please stop.